Welcome to Bible Study for Beginners. If you're eager to deepen your faith and explore the vast wonders within Scripture, take a moment to subscribe, like this video, and turn on those notifications. You won't want to miss out on the profound insights and timeless teachings we're going to share today. Let's embark on a captivating journey titled Divine Dialogues, Conversations with God in Scripture and Their Relevance Today. The Bible is a rich tapestry woven with divine conversations, revealing pivotal episodes where God intimately engages with humanity in transformative ways. These geologues transcend mere historical accounts. They are laden with profound meanings and timeless truths that resonate within the tapestry of our contemporary lives. For instance, the remarkable exchange between God and Moses at the burning bush in Exodus 3 serves as a prime illustration. This moment encapsulates more than just a divine command. It introduces God as the ever-present I Am. It's an affirmation of existence that surpasses time, defines God's eternal, unchanging nature, and embodies the hope it offers us. Each time we confront life's uncertainties, the eternal I Am stands as a beacon of strength. In moments of weakness or fear, the assurance of God's constant presence wraps around us like a comforting blanket, offering purpose and solace even amid chaos. How does this declaration resonate with the challenges you face today? Have you considered how this affirmation empowers you? It's an invitation to reflect deeply as you navigate through life. As we transition to the New Testament, a wealth of profound dialogues unfolds within the teachings of Jesus. One striking example is the intimate conversation with the Samaritan woman at the well in John Court. This interaction is rich with cultural significance. Jesus shatters barriers of race, gender, and social status by meeting her at her point of need. The living water he offers quenches not only physical thirst, but also symbolizes a deeply satisfying and everlasting relationship with him. This profound dialogue illustrates God's boundless grace and openness. Regardless of our past or present circumstances, we are welcomed into a transformative relationship. It compels us to ask, how often do we impose limitations on our connection with God? Are we ready to embrace the love and acceptance he offers? These questions beckon us toward introspection and a desire to break down our inhibitions, allowing God's love to flow freely into our lives. In our fast-paced world, overwhelmed by uncertainty and distractions, these divine dialogues serve as poignant reminders of God's unwavering desire to interact intimately with us. Each moment we engage in prayer translates into a contemporary dialogue with God. This connection isn't merely about reciting words out of duty. It's a stepping stone into a vibrant and meaningful conversation with our Creator, a loving and attentive presence who listens, responds, and guides us through the myriad challenges we face. Reflect on this. When was the last time you approached prayer as an opportunity for connection rather than a ritual? Understanding the historical and cultural contexts of these divine conversations can deepen their impact on our personal reflections and applications. For instance, when we contemplate Moses' hesitations when confronted with fresh challenges or new opportunities, we find comfort in his story. In feeling unworthy or unprepared, we must remember that God often calls those who feel inadequate. He doesn't set a standard for the qualified but uniquely equips those he summons, offering strength, courage, and wisdom to fulfill his divine purposes. What personal experiences resonate with the notion of being called despite feeling unqualified or insufficient? As you delve into these divine dialogues, let them illuminate your faith and rejuvenate your hope. Are you ready to engage in those conversations with God? Take a brave step forward, embracing his call, and trusting that he understands your individual journey and desires to accompany you every step of the way. It's time to open your heart and mind to the conversations waiting to unfold. To truly value the depth of these divine dialogues, it's imperative to unpack their historical and cultural significance. The Bible serves as an intricate canvas for these critical exchanges, illustrating transformative moments that have sculpted individual lives and collective faith narratives throughout history. Revisiting Moses' encounter with God at the burning bush unveils a reality beyond mere guidance. It reveals a magnificent illustration of God's presence and powerful purpose. In Exodus 3's God's unveiling of his name and nature, I Am becomes a foundational understanding of God's essence. This name wasn't selected casually. It provides a baseline for Moses' mission, extending its relevance to our understanding of God's transcendent nature across generations. Without grasping the essence of I Am, we might overlook how it informs our identity and purpose today. Reflecting on such names and titles deepens our relationship with God and reveals the many layers of his character. Turning our attention to the Book of Psalms, we find another compelling example of divine communication, the heartfelt reflection in Psalm 139, crafted by David. This passage highlights David's intimate dialogue regarding the profound depth of his relationship with God, expressing powerful emotions tethered to the profound truth of being fully known and intimately understood. This scripture showcases the reality that God isn't a remote figure. He is an ever-present companion in our struggles and triumphs. When we realize we are seen and valued in our most vulnerable moments, it can impart immense strength, reassurance, and solace during times of fear and doubt. How comforting is it to know that someone as monumental as God sees you, knows you, and cherishes you unconditionally? This reminder can bring us back to focus during challenging times, reinforcing our trust in his care and guidance. We must also emphasize the haunting beauty embedded in the conversation found in John Quart, where Jesus interacts with the Samaritan woman. Their dialogue not only challenges societal taboos but reveals invaluable lessons about acceptance, redemption, and the transformative power of divine love. By engaging her both spiritually and personally, Jesus acknowledges her struggles and encourages her to reflect on her life choices. The implications of this exchange are profound for modern believers. It serves as a potent reminder to cultivate open dialogues within our communities. Are we creating environments that embrace everyone, ensuring that every individual feels welcomed, heard, and valued? Reflecting on this may lead to meaningful change in how we foster inclusivity and love, and actively choosing to engage with those on the margins can open doors for nurturing genuine connections. Equally crucial is the significance of personal prayer, which acts as our modern connection to God. Scriptures like Philippians 4:6-7 instruct us to lay our concerns and fears before God, promising a peace that surpasses understanding. Engaging in such dialogues nurtures a profound connection with God and empowers us to express our anxieties, desires, and hopes candidly. Meaningful prayer aligns our hearts and minds with his voice, fortifying our faith and grounding us during life's turbulent storms. Are you aware of how your prayers can shape your reality? How might revisiting your prayer life lead to a renewed sense of purpose? When we strive for authenticity in our prayers, we may discover new layers of understanding and clarity regarding our life's direction. Now, how can we actively cultivate these divine dialogues within our daily routines? One impactful method is journaling. Maintaining a prayer journal is a profound way to document your prayers, reflections, and any insights that arise. Make it a habit to write down your thoughts after your scripture readings. What questions emerge? Which emotions surface? How might God be speaking into your circumstances? Journaling transforms into a sacred space, inviting God's voice and revelations into your life, illuminating your spiritual journey. Would you be willing to embrace this practice and witness the transformation? Journaling can serve as a time capsule for your faith journey, allowing you to track growth and see the intricate ways God has been at work in your life. By incorporating these principles into your life, we emphasize that engaging authentically with scriptures and fostering meaningful conversations with God creates a rhythm that enhances our spiritual lives, equipping us to navigate life's complexities with deeper faith and trust. As you incorporate these practices, look for ways to openly invite God into your daily experiences, allowing these dialogues to reshape your understanding and engagement with faith. As we wrap up our exploration of divine dialogues, conversations with God in Scripture and their relevance today, it is vital to contemplate how these timeless exchanges influence not only our faith but also our everyday existence. Each conversation threaded within the scriptures stands as a testament to God's relentless love and commitment to connect with humanity on every level. For example, consider God speaking to Moses in Exodus 3. This exchange embodies far more than a directive. It beautifully exemplifies God's unwavering patience and profound respect for Moses' hesitations and struggles. As Moses articulates his fears and insecurities, it reveals a universal truth. God doesn't overlook our apprehensions. Instead, he uses them as a foundation for his purposes. This relationship dynamic of understanding amidst vulnerability offers a model for how we should connect with others around us. Rather than dismissing Moses' doubts, God showered him with affirmation and empowerment. This lesson resonates deeply today. We frequently face situations where we feel inadequate. Yet here lies the truth: God sees the potential within us, even during our moments of self-doubt. Recognizing this divine patience is essential for nurturing growth in our relationship with Him. Consider your doubts. How might viewing them through God's perspective unlock new paths for your life? This transformation is achievable when we practice openness and vulnerability in our conversations with God. Moreover, we draw powerful insights from the dialogue between God and Job found in the book of Job. This conversation illustrates that faith and understanding don't always converge. In Job's moments of profound anguish, God does not merely offer simple answers. Instead, He invites Job to trust in a greater purpose that may always remain elusive while we navigate our trials. This understanding enriches our grasp of how faith can flourish, even amid unanswered questions. When you feel inundated, especially during difficult seasons, remember that faith sometimes means trusting in God's inherent character rather than needing clarity about every circumstance. This perspective allows us to find peace in surrendering our need for control, cultivating a profound relationship with God. In contemporary life, we often yearn for answers from God, particularly in distressing times. However, we must remember that these dialogues highlight a relationship rather than just the exchange of information. Through regular prayer, immersing ourselves in Scripture, and reflecting on His Word, we can create open pathways for God to speak into our lives. This intentional practice enables us to cultivate a deeper understanding of His will, fostering resilience in the face of adversity. The relevance of these dialogues is also apparent in our communal interactions. When we share our struggles, encourage one another through prayer, or simply offer a compassionate ear, we reflect the essence of divine conversations. Our engagements become a symbol of divine communication, uplifting and enhancing one another's faith in the process. This connection fosters a supportive community where each voice is vital. How can we actively contribute to such environments? So, how can we apply these timeless lessons in tangible ways? Consider dedicating daily time for reflective prayer. Develop a serene environment at home where you can invite God into your thoughts and decisions, free from distractions. Establish a prayer journal, allowing you to track both your petitions and the insights that blossom over time, illuminating the patterns of divine communication while providing clarity and direction amidst life's uncertainties. What would be the first step you could take to honor this practice? Sometimes, a single change of commitment to silence your surroundings or create a routine can initiate a cascade of growth in your spiritual journey. In summary, God's dialogues are accessible to everyone who seeks them. Accept this divine invitation to partake in ongoing conversations with Him, as He longs to guide, comfort, and empower you throughout your journey. By grasping the invaluable lessons found in these ancient conversations, we can discover relevant applications for our lives today, enriching our personal faith and enhancing our spiritual journeys. Each dialogue is an opportunity. Will you take advantage of this invitation to transform your relationship with God and to explore the depths of His love and wisdom?